Right now I want to show you the map page on the Garmin nuvi 30, 40 and 50 series of automotive GPS. This is it here, but I don't have a route right now. So if I was driving, I'd see the map move as I'm driving around. I'm in 3D view, so I see the map off into the horizon. I can change that if I want in the settings. But let's take a look at the functions I have available to me. Obviously, zooming in and zooming out, plus and minus, very easy. I have the back button, takes me back to the menu page. I have driving direction here is north. I can change that cell there to a different, show different data. I can show the elevation, time of day, but I'm happy with the direction of travel. Speed here tells me my speed. I can't change that cell, but I can get some more information. I can go to the trip computer page. Now the trip computer page is a page that holds data when I last reset it. So if I reset this now, I'll zero out most of the numbers here. But since I'm going on a trip, let's say I'm driving from Vegas to Disneyland, and I want to see my trip information about that drive. If I reset it before I go, what I'm going to end up doing is recording information about it. Now, my mileage, I can see there how far I've driven, my bearing, which is just the current bearing I'm on, and my current elevation. My maximum speed for my trip will be recorded in miles per hour. My moving time will be recorded for the trip. My moving average speed. I've got my stopped time here. I've got my overall average miles per hour. I've got my total time of the trip. So the moving time and stop time should sum up to be the total time. And then here I've got a little bit of a speedo or odometer, so it can tell me my speed right now as I'm traveling. And I can reset all that, reset the trip data, or just reset the maximum speed, or both. So now I've reset everything. You can see here the moving time and total time have started again. So that's my trip computer page. Now you can see also if I want to enter into the map and move it around, I can just hit the map anywhere and I can drag this around. And now I can even click a point, highlights it there, and I can save that as a favorite or go to it and route straight to it, or I can just go back. The other thing I can do is click on the icon, and this gives me my where am I page. It tells me my location, my nearest address, my nearest intersection, nearest hospitals, nearest police station, nearest fuel stations. So it just lists them in distance closest to furthest away. Or I can spell one in and find a fuel station that way. And I can even save my location and name it, and it'll go into my favorites. So that's how this page works without a route. So let's stick a route in here and find out what happens. So let's go back to where to. I've got a route here ready to go. If we find somewhere to go, let's go to the Golden Nugget. That'll make me go on a freeway, and I can show you how that all works. So if we hit go,
please drive to highlighted route.
I think you can hear there the voice is telling me please drive to highlighted route, and I need to continue on to Eastern Avenue. And you can see there's the pink line and my first turn going off into the distance there. Now the cell's changed to arrival time. Again, I can click that, but now I have more options because I've got a route, arrival time, distance. That's the total distance of my drive time. Time to distance. So this is now a 15-minute drive as opposed to what I had before, which was arrival time. Direction of travel. So that'll tell me, like before, which direction I'm driving in. My elevation. And of course, the actual time of day. So let's go back to what it had, which was arrival time. So we hit the speed button again and look at the trip computer, and you can see it's changed slightly. There's a few more cells here. We still have miles. We have the time to the destination and the distance to the destination, which are called arrive in time and arrive in miles. The next turn will be in 29 seconds or 0.2 miles. You go down, we still have a bearing, elevation, our maximum speed and moving times. We have our moving average speed, and we have our stop time. Going down, and we still have our overall average speed and total time. Now the other thing I can do is actually click this green bar now, and it tells me all the turns in my trip. So I can click on the first one, and then I can go down, and it's telling me what each turn will be. This will be the information I get given when I get near that turn, and it tells me at 3 minutes of drive time or 1.9 miles, this is what I have to do. So I'll go back, oops, and I wanted to show you one other thing there. If I show map, this is my route, and it says total time is 14:26 and the distance is 13 miles. And I can zoom in and out. So that's the route I'm about to take. Now in this page here as well, there's another really cool function in this unit. That's called Junction View. So let's go down. You can see here it's not highlighted because the point that I'm on doesn't have a junction view available. Garmin doesn't have that option available for this sort of junction. It's really on the major freeways that they've got that going on. So let's go down. Still not highlighted. Now you can see it's ready to be pressed. And I can actually press that. And this is a really cool feature of this unit. Now it tells me what lanes I have to be in as a visual of that junction. So you can see here, this is the option I'm going to take, these 2 right lanes, and I'm going to be hooking around to the right. This is an image drawing of the junction. So it's only a visual of what that junction may look like. Garmin also has photo real views, which are actual photos of the intersection, but it's not available on the nuvi 30, 40, and 50 series. You just get these picture views, which are still really good. So it gives you a real clear indicator of what you're looking for, what the exit signs, and it's a real good visual of what you should be seeing out your windshield. So let's go back and let's start this route and let's see what happens. So I'm going to stick this on simulator mode. Oh, one other thing I want to show you. This is how you stop the route, and this is how you make a detour. Detour is going to reroute around the point you are and get it going in a different way. So if you're in a jam, you hit detour, it's going to get you around the traffic jam, back onto the track, and keep you going, and stop obviously stops it. So let's turn on the simulation. There we go. Now it's on. Yes. Yes. So now you can hear.
1 miles, then turn right on Southeastern Avenue.
So I'm not sure if you can hear that, but they're talking in the background saying the route I need to take, because as you can see, I'm now driving. There's my speed.
Turn right on Southeastern Avenue.
And you can see up here, it's now telling me my lane assist, which is telling me where I need to be in what lane, what's coming up. So I'm coming off a back street here, which it doesn't have a speed. But when I turn onto the major road here, you can see here it tells me the speed limit of the road as well, which is really cool option.
Then turn right on East Warm Springs Road.
Which is a really cool function of the unit. It tells me on this road here, it's a 45-mile-an-hour road. And you can see here I've got a lane assist telling me coming up, I've got a right turn. Now I can click that button,
Turn right on East
and it will show me the next turn that I'm about to take. So that lane assist was telling me I have a right turn. When I click it, this is what I'm actually going to do, as opposed to the list of turns I have. So this is a real cool, quick 1-button press, so I know what's coming up. You can see where you are, you can see the turn you're about to take. And when you've got junction view, you can actually click that real quick and see the junction view as well. But I'll go into junction view a bit more, and also the lane assist a bit more in other videos. So there are all the button pages that you can use on the Garmin nuvi 30, 40 and 50 series GPS when either routing or not routing on the map page.